channel. This is series 1 of 5 for 5. Today in this series, I'll be introducing to you the literature of Ayurveda, which is named as Samhitas. So in this 5-point presentation, first point is the need of Samhita. So what is the need of Samhita? It is a principal source of information of Ayurveda. It is principal source of information of Ayurveda. And or we can say that it is a standard books for the source of information of Ayurveda. Second point is, before going to the second point, I wish to share with you why I chose this topic of literature of Ayurveda in the first series. Because in the upcoming topics and series, I'll be quoting the references from this Samhitas. So it will be very easy and memorable for you. So going to the second point, that is about the definition. I am trying to define what is Samhita. So Samhita is of two words. That is, if we split that word, it is as Sam and Hita. Sam and Hita. So various meanings are there for these two words, but which is suitable here. I am bringing this meaning to here. That is, Sam means together and Hita means it is placed. So together we can say that Samhita means that which is placed together. Okay. Then, so taking the contextual meaning, here in Ayurveda Samhita, I'll define the Samhita as the structured collection of verses. Or we can say, coming to the text, it is a standard textbook. So, framework of Ayurveda to organize the learning. Then, third point is about the evolution of Samhitas. So, various Samhitas are available in Ayurveda, and it will be very interesting if we know the first Samhita as well as its related ones. So I'm going to tell you about the first Samhita, or where this Ayurveda was first mentioned. So according to our mythology, it is mentioned that Lord Brahma created this Ayurveda, that is in Brahma Samhita of Lord Brahma. Brahma is one among the Trimurtis, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So Lord Brahma, according to the myth, he is the creator of universe. So at the time of creation of universe itself, the knowledge about the life science of Ayurveda also originated. That is references from the verse that Brahma Smritva Ayusho Vetaha. So Smritva, Smriti, from the Smriti of Lord Brahma, that is Brahma from his memory created this Ayurveda for the well-being of the creatures. This Ayurveda was preached comprising of 1 lakh slokas or stanzas in 1000 chapters. That is about the Brahma Samhita of Lord Brahma. Then this oral preaching techniques was practiced during those time, and this Lord Brahma preached this to Lord Prajapati. Then this Lord Prajapati taught this to Ashwini Kumaras. And this Ashwini Kumaras taught this to Lord Indra. So here I am not telling detail about these sages, because when I am taking about the history, I will be dealing little more detail about these sages. So Lord Indra, from Lord Indra, two group of disciples were there for Lord Indra, and according to that, two school of thoughts came. That first school we call it as Atreya school of Atreya Punarvasu, and second is Dhanvantari school of the Divodasa Dhanvantari. So here I'll be first I'm telling about this Atreya school. So from Lord Indra, according to Atreya school, from Lord Indra, this Bharadwaja, sage Bharadwaja learned this Ayurveda science. And this Lord Bharadwaja preached this to Atreya Punarvasu. And this Atreya Punarvasu was having 6 disciples who were famous. And these 6 disciples, they are named as Agnivesha, Bela, Jedukarna, Parashara, Harita, Ksharapani. So these sages, after learning from Atreya, they compiled the teachings of Atreya and named their own Samhitas. So 6 Samhitas were available. Among them, Agnivesha Samhita, Bela Samhita, Harida Samhita became little more famous. And this here one point I have to mention that from here onwards there is documentation of this science started. Before it was oral transmission orally. Transmission of knowledge was in the way of oral style. Here onwards there is documentation and the starting of the Samhitas. So among this Agnivesha Samhita was a famous among these Samhitas, and this Samhita in the later age was redacted by Charakacharya. Okay, redacted by Charakacharya. This redaction is another name is Prati Samskarana. Prati Samskarana. Okay. So what is Prati Samskarana in this term is Sanskrit term Prati Samskarana. So that means that is renewal of the work by deeper study of the previous work, or this whatever is told in the elaborate that is made into concise, what is unclear that is made to clear by elaborating or concising. So that form, making into that form, it is called as this uh, Pratisamskarana. So here the Pratisamskarana means, that is the definition of Pratisamskarana. This Charakacharya did the Pratisamskarana of Agnivesha Samhita. So that is one opinion. Then another few opines that this Bela Samhita and Agnivesha Samhita together redacted by Charaka, that is the Charaka Samhita. But the major opinion is that Agnivesha Samhita is redacted by Charakacharya, and that is known as the Charaka Samhita. And one more thing about this Charaka Samhita is that later one more sage, that is Dhritabela, that sage Dhritabela, uh, Dhritabela. So this sage again redacted this Charaka Samhita. He found that Charaka Samhita was incomplete, and he added 17 chapters of Chikitsa Sthana, last 17 chapters of Chikitsa Sthana, and Siddhi, complete Siddhi Sthana and complete Kalpasthana was redacted by this Dhridabala. So, in presently available Charaka Samhita belongs to 3 sages, that is Agnivesha, Charaka and Dhridabala. So that is about this Charaka Samhita. Then I am going back again to this Dhanvantari school. So in the Dhanvantari school, there are 7 disciples. They are Aupadenava, Aurabra, Vaitarana, Paushkalavata, Karavira, Gopura Rekshita and Sushruta. Among these 7 disciples, Sushruta became more famous, and representing many other disciples were also there, but among them 7 were outstanding. And among the 7, Sushruta was little more efficient, and he became the leader of this disciples among this disciple, and this Dhanvantari taught to Sushruta. And Sushrutacharya compiled this teaching of Dhanvantari and wrote this Sushruta Samhita. That is about the evolution of Sushruta Samhita. And this Sushruta Samhita is related with surgical aspect, mainly with surgical aspect, whereas the Charaka Samhita, that is mainly attributed to medicine. So that is the difference between this Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita. So here in exam based, this main question is about the disciple. So this disciple name, everything, it is very important. So which are the name the 6 disciples of Atreya. So or in the objective type they will be asking, giving some name and asking whether these are the disciples. So the name 6 disciple, and then when there is school 7 disciple, that is all very important. The name you have to be very careful. So here I am winding up today with this Charaka Samhita, evolution of Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita. And in the next series, I'll be continuing about this Samhita. 2 more points are remaining. And that is about the textbook classification of the textbooks and about the details about the textbook, that is section, chapter, etc., and the importance of each sections. So here today I am concluding with this, and it is very I hope it is helpful to you, and please do like, share, subscribe my channel and give comments and keep motivating me. Thank you.